He is a PhD student at the National University. You graduation, so I should call you doctor, okay? Under the guidance of Chen Yamei, okay? He's going to talk about the active aging and its potential benefits in Vietnam. Yeah, thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee who provide me this opportunity to present our research work here today. And second, I would like to thank Professor Zaidi and Professor Su who motivate me and give me many insightful comments for my work. And finally, I also would like to thank my supervisor, Professor Chen Yamei, for her dedication and instruction. Now I would like to start my presentation. Here's my outline of my presentation. We know that the world population is aging rapidly, and by 2050, our world have more than 2 billion people who account for 20% of the whole world population. And population aging in Vietnam even faster. In 1989, we have older adult account for 1 in every 14 Vietnamese people. But it will increase fast, and in 2016 will be 1 in 8 and 1 in 4 in 2050. And population aging will cause many challenges. We know that increased double burden of disease, providing more medical and long-term care needs, and more healthcare utilization for more older people who are more likely to threaten our healthcare system and also social security. And according to United Nations statistics, about 67% of older people living in a developing country, and half of them don't have any pension. So these countries are more likely to get to the trough of growing old before growing rich. In response to the challenges, the World Health Organization developed an active aging framework which focused on not only health but also participation and security. In 2012, Professor Zaidi and his research team developed an active aging tool here, and after that it was widely adapted in several Asian countries, including Taiwan. And what about Vietnam? Before this study conducted, Vietnam is one of the world's fastest aging countries, and several important policy and programs have been implemented nationwide. However, we don't have any good tool to capture the current status of active and healthy aging yet. So that's motivated us to conduct this study. And we also think that when we compare Vietnam AI with other advanced countries, we can learn from the other advanced countries to promote active and healthy aging. And finally, we found there was lack of study report the impact of AI on health-related outcomes. And we conducted this study with 2 research aims. First one, we want to explore the potential benefits of active aging index. And second, to describe the current status of Vietnam active aging index and compare it with other countries. And we conducted this study in 3 phases. We translated the EU AI version into Vietnamese language, and we conducted 1 expert panel with 6 Vietnamese experts. And we also conducted 2 focus groups on 20 older adults in both rural and urban areas to acquire their perspective on the tool. And after that, we sent the tool to test and retest, and finally we assess internal consistency and construct validity. And we published this paper in Journal of Aging and Health. So if you are interested in this, please download it. And we conducted the field study in 3 provinces, represent 3 regions, North, Central, and South of Vietnam, on a sample of 1,105 older adults aged 55 or above. And our research instrument, besides the demographic variable, we use active aging index adapted for Vietnam with 21 indicators, and we also include 7 health outcome variables. And in order to achieve the M1, we want to examine the individual active aging index associated with the 7 health-related outcome. We use a multiple regression model and control for potential confounding factor. To describe the current status of Vietnam, we need to calculate both population and individual by AI by calculating 4 domains and the overall AI score. Here's the result of my study.